All right, folks. Jeff from RvDiagnostics. Um, this is about the garage. I'm getting ready to put an EMPORIA power monitoring system in, kind of like a meter. I'm putting a meter in to see how much electricity I use. Because before, basically, I had lights, LEDs and all that, and it didn't really burn much. Now I got a 24,000 BTU air conditioner over there trying to keep this place cool. It isn't enough. It's 1,500 square foot. The garage, or the AC, is for 1,500 square foot. The garage is like 2,200 square foot. But it's better than sitting at 105 degrees trying to work on these RVs. So this is an open box video, EMPORIA, and I'll be showing you how I installed it and all that. I think it was $200-300, but it's not fair for my wife to pay half the electric bill out in the shop when I'm running the AC. So there you go. Anyway, let's turn. It's EMPORIA. Basically, the two sensors go on there. It's out of phase like a red and black, kind of like on your RV, right? 50 amp. Okay, it does 200 amp main sensors, 6 15 amp circuits. That's these little guys right here, so I can see how much each one, like the air conditioner, and then I got the air compressor. Alright, so it's generation 2 view smart home energy monitor. And the warning, you're going to deal with electricity like we do all the time, and there's how they do it. Find the installation manual in the app, right? I don't think they send you a manual no more. Let's see. Oh, look, my lord, we got a book in there. Oh, no, I'm wrong. It's the components. There you go. There we go. Oh, look at that. We got some more. There you go. All right. So I'm very anal about paying what's due, right? Okay, so that's accessories. Alright, so that's all the components. It's supposed to be the energy monitor, the big box right here, that energy monitor. Here you go. Try not to put you on pause. Alright, so there's an antenna that goes here, and then that tells you it's Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. Yeah, it's Wi-Fi. Bluetooth's a difference. And these are all where the smaller adapters go. And then you can put the big one on, right? That's power and all. And it's pretty nice so far, right? So we got the antenna, we got the monitor, which is that big box. And then we got two of these, or three, 200 amp current probes. And then 16 of the 50 amps. And then we got wire nuts, extra wire harness, wire nuts, one black. So there you go. Common questions, right? Breakers, load. So some of this, oh look, they see it don't do that. A lot of people think to connect to only one lead, then use a multiplier in the app. There you go. Power and phase voltage 1, power and phase voltage 2, phase 3 voltage and neutral. Alright. Kind of like a Power Watchdog does in Progressive. There's some other ones out there that do it to your phone, all right? Whether it's Bluetooth or Wi-Fi. I mean, Wi-Fi at some of these campgrounds basically suck. There you go. I'm going to say it like it is. It ain't worth it. I'll not even put the sign up that you got Wi-Fi. All right, so it's summertime, and I've been drinking this garbage here, Pepsi Diet, because high fructose corn syrup, HFCS, is not good for us borderline diabetics. I'm 65. I'm borderline. I've been the same number for the past 10 years. I think that's like 6.2. All right, I'm going to open up the accessory box, put you on pause. So the thing is, this antenna has to go outside the metal box where the 100 amp breaker is and all that good stuff, right? So that's why they give you a little bit longer lead. I might even have to put a micro cable on this, a micro coax cable is what it is, to get it out of the bathroom, because my big breaker box is inside the bathroom, which I'll be showing you. But outside of that, that's probably why with this little plug here, that's the same size as some of the knockouts in your gray power panel box that you put your tan or white Romex cables through, all right, which is 15 amps. The yellow is 20 amps, which goes to your air conditioners in your RVs, or a 20 amp circuit in a house or garage. And then your orange is 30 amps. That's wrapped up like this right here. That would be orange if that was 30 amps. And then we even got pink, which is, I believe it's 4 wires, 2 powers, 1 neutral, 1 ground. That you can actually hook up to each phase and make 240 volts, but 203 because they're in phase. You don't use neutral. I know a lot of you out there, oh my God, gotta use neutral. No, you don't. I got an air conditioner, it's 203 volts. But I can show you how all that's done. Anyway, this is about this monitor. Doing pretty good so far. Let me show you. 50 amps. Actually, look at that. That goes undone. Let me put it on pause. So I just had to snap it off of here. Be careful you don't break it. That's a ferrite rod, right? And you would snap that around them big cables coming in. I'll show you. All right, then you go, listen, and it locks. So you got to be careful when you pry that off. You don't want to break it. There's 2 of them because I have 2 50 amp or no 100 amp lines coming in here. They're out of phase though. All right. That's how you 240 volts. Because if you wired your 2 wires straight to the one side of the phase, you wouldn't get 240. You get 120 out of each leg. But when you test it both legs, you get 0 because it's the same voltage, just not out of phase. Well, that's the beginning of that. Let's open up another box, right? Let's see here. I'll put you on pause. Well, I guess this is a number 2 series, generation 2. That's pretty neat. Watch this. And the small 50 amp monitors come with the open, so I don't have to pull all my cables out of my circuit breakers, right? So watch, we just hear that little snap. Be careful. Right, that's ferrites. So each one of these go right there into that box. All right. Right here. Oh, I'm sorry. And then the 50 amps, you see them? These are 50s. This is the 200 amps or 100 amps. Right. It's the bigger. That's the old phono jack, right? Positive, negative. So that would go where? Well, look at that. Bigger ones. I can actually put another one in here, but that's in case you have a 3-phase system. Okay? We just have a 2-phase. They're out of phase. Alright, so that's Open Box Video 1. I thank you for tolerating me. Bounced around a little bit, you know. I'm a professional tech. I'm very good at what I do, troubleshooting and all, and I help everybody I can. But I'm not the best video recorder, right? So I try to stabilize everything. I even use this fancy phone I got, and it says stabilize, but I still get a couple complaints. Hey! Well, let me explain to you. My big old butt is up inside these RVs, and I can barely move. So my big head's in there, and this phone trying to take this video for y'all. So I'm doing my best. All right. Thank you very much, Jeff from RvDiagnostics. What's the motto? Huh? Test, not guess. What's the other one? Safe travels till you can't fire. Safe travels and you can't fire burn bright. The other one is, remember, folks, if you're on the East Coast traveling, come down Route 13. It goes from comes out of Delaware, Pennsylvania, goes through Delaware, goes to the west side of Delaware, and it'll come through Seaford. That's about in the middle of the peninsula, because I can almost walk to the Maryland line here. It says that's Marva, Delaware, Maryland, Virginia. So we got beaches to the west, we got beaches to the east, we got beaches to the south. Man, we got, some campgrounds. Speaking of campgrounds, I got on my own 50 amp water and sewage in the back there. Getting ready to put in 2 more. You can dump before you leave. I got to charge you because they charge me to empty that big old 600-gallon tank out that's in the ground back there. So fair is fair. I ain't going to charge you much. But remember, it's a school. It's a mini campground if you need a break on a long trip. I got Canadians that come through that stop by, stay the night. We BS a little bit, go over stuff, and then they go on their way to Florida. I'm sure they're heading back because it's getting hot down there. All right, so thank you very much, Jeff from RvDiagnostics.